Well, it's 6:07 in the morning, Monday morning. I'm at Loyalist Cove Marina in Bath and just getting ready to leave. You can still hear the geese honking behind me. They were quite annoying all last night. They were right in behind the boat here and honking away, fighting away. So I'd have to shine my flashlight on them and then they would fly away. So that's how I took care of the geese. Anyways, I'm going to get an early start, try and beat this wind getting across the upper gap. And then by the time the wind comes up, well, it should be mostly behind me today as I turn down my picked in through the reach and that. So anyways, last day, it should take me about 7 to 8 hours to get from here to Napanee, depending on the wind conditions.
So cats gliding on the bay, solar electric all the way.
So it's 20 after 6 now. The conditions are great right now. Very light breeze coming from the south. It's just starting to build. And looking at the forecast, it's not going to be as strong today from the south, which makes sense when it's going to be behind me. Anyways, it's probably going across the gap. It's going to be about 14 kilometers an hour, so still significant. I'm going to get some chop. Oh, it's just gorgeous out now. Nobody around. Yeah, who wants to be out in the water at 20 after 6 other than fishermen? And they would be probably in a cove somewhere. But this is very nice. So 20 after quarter after 6, or 20 after 6. Yeah, so I left at quarter after 6. I should be home, I don't know, quarter after 2, something like that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll increase the speed as I get closer to Napanee, just to push the batteries to their limits. Well, I'm just starting to go across in front of the upper gap. And yeah, the waves are starting. You can't really see them, but you can see how the boat is handling, and that it's still not too bad. I mean, I'm gonna make it across fine, but it is starting to come up right now. Beautiful morning though. It just looks gorgeous out there, looking at the gap. And over to our side, it's the power plants. There's a gas peaker plant. Wow, getting a little rough. And of course the old Lennox generating station, and I worked there for 3 summers as a student back in the 70s, 73, 4, and 5. All right, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. Now, the nice thing, I always have to mention this, is that's the location right where the little peaker plant is, and over to the edge of the Lennox generating station is the old Craven farm. That was where my wife grew up. Her last name was, her maiden name was Craven, and grew up right there. They'd be swimming in the lake. All right, I better pay attention to what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm timing this. I don't know if I could time it any better in getting across this gap, but I think it'll be a good day. Getting close to being across the gap. Should start getting lee effects from the far side shortly as we're entering the Adolphus Reach just ahead. Some good memories of Lennox Generating Station as a student. I remember being up there eating my lunch, sitting on top of the boiler feed houses. Those are the large square sections that you see, and you'll see a smokestack behind each. So each of those boiler feed housings or whatever units, you'd have two units, two generating units per section. So originally there was 4 generators in there. Anyways, those housings are, oh gosh, trying to remember, 200 feet high. Anyways, when you're up there, you can see right across the lake. Some good old times. Okay. The cadence of these ways and that it's quite interesting. They'd be about 40 feet between some huge ones, and then of course you have these smaller ones, and you get like almost like a chop effect and that. But about every 40 feet you'd get a large one right here, and then right there, and right there. They're just slowing me down a bit, but not too worried. Okay, time to shut this off. So halfway through the Adolphus Reach, heading west, and the wind is really picked up. So luckily, we're getting the lee effects from the shoreline, and we're just getting chopped. But it is slowing me down to 7 kilometers an hour. So a bit of a ways to go until we start turning north.
No fumes, no fuel, just pure delight. Running on sunshine.
Okay, we are just shy of the Glenora Ferry. You can see the docks on the Prince Edward County side, and then over here on the mainland. Right there. Anyways, 3.5 hours to get here. The wind is now at my back corner, and I'm going along at 8.1 kilometers an hour, which is an okay speed. When I get down here another few kilometers, right at Picton Bay, I'll be then swinging north and going along the Hayward Long Reach towards Deserado and Bay of Quinte, and then right up the Napanee River.
So cats gliding on the bay. Solar electric all the way.
And we're now in the Hayward Long Reach, and we are heading north. And the wind is behind us. Very nice. That's the first time in days since the wind has been behind us, so pretty nice. And the sun is out, producing lots of power. Not tons, but because it is still hazy. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but way in the distance you can see the water tower at Deseronto. So a couple hours till we get there. And a beautiful hay bay. You can see in the distance the smokestacks for the Lennox generating station that I passed this morning. So I've come right around at the bend in the mainland, and now I'm heading in a northerly direction. But if you go up to Hay Bay, if you go up to the end of Hay Bay, you're actually pretty close to the Lennox generating station, within a couple kilometers. But it's getting very nice out now. Starting to get a little tired. I was putting the knot off to sleep, so I guess I better maybe stand up and walk around a bit. So when I was coming up, when I started this trip, and I was going past the entrance of Hay Bay here, a boat pulled up beside me. Well, probably 50 feet away, and it was my friends Peter and Evelyn Holly, and I didn't recognize them. So I waved and that, but I didn't take any videos of them. But they have a house on Hay Bay here, and they're attracting me and came to visit. Ahead, when we get around this point up here, a friend of mine has a cottage, and is an old friend, and he is my best man, Greg Grange. So I'd be curious to see if he's out. He might be. We'll see. And there's my friend Greg's cottage. Don't see him around. Went to a couple of parties there when I was younger. And we're getting to be a few kilometers from Deseronto now. Well, it's after 11 o'clock, and making very good progress today. Almost to Deseronto. For another half hour or two to Mohawk Bay, and then hour and a half home to Napanee. So 2 hours, 1 o'clock, just after 1, I should be at my dock. Anyways, this has been an interesting trip in that efficiency-wise, as I've mentioned in several videos already, I'm disappointed in the speed that I was going at with what power I was using, but I've got a few ideas that I want to try. One is modify the hull back to 18 foot 10 inches, which is what it used to be with the planing tabs on it. Okay, we're entering the Bay of Quinte, and off to the west there, if you follow that direction, that'll take you to Belleville and Trenton and the Trent Severn. In front of us, that's Forster's Island, and in the distance there is the town of Deseronto. and off to the northeast is the Napanee River, and that's the direction we'll be headed. I'm not going to cut across the bay here. I'm going to go right over to the far side and follow the channel on that, because all kinds of weeds in here, and that'll just tangle me up. Anyways, from here, probably less than 2 hours, I'll be home. Hour and a half, maybe. I'm going at a good speed now. I've cranked the throttle up because I've got lots of battery capacity left, and only a short ways to go.
For the raid is laden, Sue and Jay.
Well, another 6 kilometers and I'll be home. The wind is now shifting to, I'd say, more east than southeast. That's kind of strange. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well, I'm almost home. The power lines going across the river over there, that's my 5 kilometer to my dock point.
So cats gliding on the bay, solar electric all the way, no fumes, no.
Well, back at Napanee, and the wind is coming right now from the east, so yeah, things turned around today. I didn't tell anybody that I was getting back this early and that, so I thought I'd surprise everybody. Right now it's actually 1:03, so I did it in just under 7 hours. That's my dock over there, and I'll pull into it shortly. Well, I'm back at the dock in Napanee, and it took me just under 7 hours to get here today, so I made pretty good time. Anyways, just a beautiful day today. First 4 hours were into headwind until I got around to Picton, and then I had the wind at my back and that, and so that was a nice gentle push all the way to Napanee. I'll be putting all my videos together in a YouTube series, and it'll have a lot more pictures in it, and I'll put that out probably start in a week or two to get that out. Anyways, that's the trip for this year. Next year, probably the Trent Severn. I'll have to wait and see. I gotta get some of these imperfections perfected on this boat, get it cruising a little bit faster.